questions?
Yeah, there's
Hold on,
Ms. Crawford's coming in. Just a second.
Bill's gonna just need a tardy.
Morning, Ms. Crawford.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fiscal Court this morning. Before we call this meeting to order, Chris, you want to lead us in prayer?
Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time to come and conduct the business of our county, Lord. Lord, we lift up our citizens, Lord, those that might be suffering, dealing with illnesses and loss, Lord. Just ask that you comfort them, Lord, and heal them, Lord, be your will. Lord, be with the elected officials and all of our department heads and our employees, Lord, to guide us and make the right decisions and give our best effort, Lord, to bring honor and glory to you in the work that we do. Lord, thank you for the country that we live in, Lord. We take for granted the freedom that we have, Lord, but thank you for blessing us in the area that we live in. Lord, be with us now as we go throughout the rest of this meeting. All these things I ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Call this meeting to order. Let's say a pledge to our flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know, did you win anything on the Monopoly deal?
Once again, good morning, everyone. Let's roll in. First item is approval of minutes.
Approved as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any discussion? Roll call, please.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes. Item number 2 is approval of bills, the bill list.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. No further discussion. Roll call, please.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. Next up is our treasurer's report. Ms. Amanda.
Good morning, Court.
Good morning.
A few things this morning. At the end of the quarter, so I have our quarterly financial statement ending September 30th, 2025, as well as our appropriation condition report, outstanding encumbrances, and our third-party financial statement for the Public Properties Corporation. As of 9/30/2025, the balance in the general fund was $247,564.39. Road fund, $1,445,991.35. Jail fund, $196,874.81. LGEA fund, $28,238.09. Federal grants fund, $54.68. Solid waste recycling, $371,543.77. Parks and Rec fund, $4,638,710.00. Occupational tax, $3,526,211.96. Life skills, $168,859.73. National opioid settlement funds, $478,003.26. 911 fund, $62,872.06. Health insurance fund, $2,183,050.07. County clerk document storage fees, $133,731.81. ARPA fund, $656,326.28. Special reserve fund, $6,305,450.03. For a total of all funds, $20,443,482.29.
Motion to acknowledge.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. No discussion. Roll call, please.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
The next thing that I have for you is a list of budget transfers.
Move to acknowledge the budget transfers totaling $991.36.
Second. Motion and second. Roll call, please.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
I do have 3 cash transfers today. We need to transfer $50,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the jail fund.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. No discussion? Roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
We need to transfer $25,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the LGEA fund.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
And we need to transfer $20,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the 911 fund.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilco,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
And the ARPA expenditure approval for Penny Roll that you have in there, once we pay that today, the balance on the broadband money will be $107,603.71. $80,187.10 is to Penny Roll, and the $27,416.61 will be the balance to Hopkinsville Electric. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you. Next up, roadwork request, District 1.
District 1, Thompson Chapel Road, seems the stop and road sign keep getting hit, so we can get that replaced. I already talked to you about it, but then also on Thompson Chapel, the edge is dropping off pretty good. I don't know, it seems like it does that quite often. I don't know if there's something we can do, more of a permanent fix, or what you can do to help that over there. It's at the beginning of the road. Newtown Road, some ditching right there. The house we talked about to keep the rock from going in the person's yard. Also, R. Thomas off of Boston, some co-patching out there, if you would, please. Other than that, continue maintenance. Thank you.
District 2.
Thank y'all for all the gravel and the patching the holes in the roads. I've turned everything in to you, Pee Wee. Thank you for everything.
District 3.
We have put on here Lakewood, after talking with Mr. Holloman yesterday, he would like a little bit more ditch filling in there. But otherwise, appreciate all the work on AP Miller Road with the tiles and all the work on Ferguson Road. Amanda said it was very smooth, so I think the drivers are pleased. But otherwise, continue maintenance.
District 4.
Continue maintenance. Thank you.
5.
My only request is about Liberty Church Road. We've got people that are having to go all the way around, so they wanted to know if there's any possible way to know or have a time frame for when the bridge will be done.
It'll be a couple of months.
A couple more months, because I told them I would ask in court so they could see it, because otherwise I'm going to make 10, 12 phone calls to each individual person. And I still will, but at least they hear it. About 2 more months.
Probably road, you got terrible there, it could be 2 months.
Worst
At
case.
least for 3 months, it's no longer than 3 months anymore.
All right.
They still got a lot of work, but you got the weather, you got added business starting this time of year.
You got elderly on the north side of the bridge who have family on the south side of the bridge and they have to go all the way around. what
Well,
would
this
be.
is being for now, but it's
Yeah.
a good thing for it, some, once they get it done.
Well, and they know that, they just are anxious. And there's another thing, somebody stole, the bridge is closed at where Liberty Church, well, it's actually where Auburn Richley Road cuts off from Liberty Church. Somebody stole, the bridge is closed sign there, and they want, why would they want that? But the other one is, they wanted to know if there's any way for people that are trying to visit using GPS could see that the bridge is closed off of 103. I don't know that that's doable, but they were hoping that it was.
Yeah, I don't know the way to do that either.
Because the GPS is
They won't update. We have enough trouble getting GPS to update when we put new addresses in,
Yeah.
so they won't see. Because, you know, sometimes when you're following GPS, it'll tell you to turn right, and it's a one-way street.
or
So-
cornfield.
populated
So the
area.
bottom line is,
would
they
recognize
just, to tell people to follow the sign if there could be, and if you can't, you can't. But again, I told them I'd bring it up. If there could be a sign at 103, the Liberty Church Bridge is closed, so that then they know they have to go around. So,
We put signs up, all down the road, from beginning, I know this year, that was the first gone, so let's put another one there again.
well, I'm sorry. I could sit up there, I guess, and call Mayor Sutton. Hey, okay.
Use that sign we got that's got a camera on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
That
that.
one, yeah.
Very smart. We'll put a sign with camera. Thank you. And thank you, Tyler. That was a great thing to know.
It's your
Okay,
six.
good. That's funny.
Continue maintenance. Thank you, Pee Wee, for everything. You got my flex road. Okay, thank you.
With that being said, I need a motion to accept road.
Make a
work
motion.
request.
Accept the road work.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Boland,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. Next up is elected official Sheriff Stratton. Do you have anything for us today?
Just have the fee reports and get it going. Motion to acknowledge September fee report.
Second.
No new stuff?
I'm holding back.
You gotta dump it all on
Create confusion.
The grand finale. That's funny.
Always a plan.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Motion and second. Roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilcott,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Boland,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
I had somebody ask me about speed on Oldisburg Road, on Brady Stretch. I just bring it to your attention.
Okay, I'll let them know. Still working on that one.
Follow up. Grand finale there. Okay.
Next up is our
Looking for
clerk,
one
Stacy
minute.
Watkins. Do you have anything for us today? Fee report?
Yes, sir. For September.
Do I have a motion to accept it?
So
Yes. Second.
I have a motion and a second.
I've had my coffee today.
Roll call, please.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilcott,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Boland,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
got a question.
Yes, sir.
On our dock storage fee money, can
Yes,
we
sir.
use that on elections?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry, only recording. But we are starting to pay everything out of it that supplies recording. So all those bills, now you'll see them, they're not, I mean, we're still spending it, but it's not coming out of the general budget, it's coming out of dock storage.
Right.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I've had a couple of people ask me, I think it was brought up in court, and they couldn't remember, and I couldn't either, about the license. I think that your dad was happy something, I remember that day. He was happy that they were gonna bring it back or something.
We've not heard any more about it. I can tell you that I have reached out to Jason Petrie and begged for it in my office. If we can't work something out to get it back to circuit, I just want it back to Logan County. If the circuit clerk's office can't take it, I told him, hey, I'll, and even if it's
is just the regular ID. If it's regular driver's license, maybe not real ID, but can I please have regular driver's license back in Logan County? Because it's affecting people like my grandmother.
Yeah, older
Some people just need it. for
They're not gonna
checking
need the real
account.
ID.
Yes,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
it is. It's been a burden on our citizens. So obviously, I hope that we can just, whatever it takes to get back to Logan County, that's what I want.
Good, okay, well, thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Josh Joe, do you have anything for us, sir? Yes.
Good morning.
As of this morning, our count, we had 93 county, 48 state, 27 on our state work side, and holding 4 for our county for 145. Since last court meeting, we have booked in 42 and released 30. And our next pre-release class, which is laying out all the resources that individuals have at their disposal, and a brief overview from each agency will be on, it's always the third Friday every other month, so it'll be Friday, November 21st, 2025, from 2 to 4 p.m., located in our classroom at the detention center. If you are available, we'd love to have you. And then I passed out a flyer for our next Work Ready Boot Camp that we do roughly every quarter, sometimes sooner if possible, but through Mr. Swords. But it's through the first week of December, the 1st through the 5th. That will cover all those areas that's listed. They'll do a financial literacy and receive a certificate, as well as first aid, CPR, and AED training, and be certified. OSHA 10 qualifications, as well as soft skills and communications courses. That is exactly what every factory, including Logan Aluminum and others similar, that they're wanting for employment, for them to be able to walk in the door. Those things that's why they're doing that course. So, but we'd love to have you stop in, and then we always do, I put together a job fair following that event. I try to get as many businesses that are second chance friendly to participate. So we'd love to have you there. We always do it with a meal, starting with a meal at noon. It'll be following that Monday, December 8th, 2025. We'll start right after lunch. We'll have a meal at noon, and everybody eat together and visit, get to know one another, and then we'll move into a round table, a few minutes with each business until everybody goes through, and then they do follow-ups. But we'd love to have you all, and I know a couple of you at least on court owns, or 2 or 3 of you own their own business. If y'all would like to be there, I promise you it'd be a blessing for you as well. But we'd love to have you.
About how many businesses do you have approximate for these?
The better part of 10 each time.
Oh, 10's good.
Close to it. Sometimes not as many. It all depends on scheduling and things, but I try to, this was just finalized within the last week, so that's what I'm gonna start advertising and getting around to all the HR departments and all the businesses and trying to pass out these flyers, so.
Well, at some point, and no pressure today, if you could have a percentage or close to, because I asked that once before, about
Yes,
how many people
I'm working
have.
with the reentry director, Aaron Pointer, and I've got to give him some more numbers, and it's a lot that goes into a formula that shows the percentage of success with this. But since they come in, and that's started, since taking office, their program across the state has been 75% successful. So, plus, in certain areas, even higher, so, but at least, so.
Other than the benefits, which they are benefits of getting, getting people the training and stuff like that.
Yes.
Men and women. Like, other than the benefits of that, getting them a job, and which is big, does the state or anything, does anything, is there a program that you have the program, is there a compensation for
Yes,
monetary, I'm trying to say without saying
tax credit that the state offers through the career team, through the career development, used to be the unemployment office. That's got a different name, but they offer for second chance friendly employers. They offer at minimum or a federal tax credit state tax credit as well as at least a 50% reimbursement, if not more, in wages for people, for businesses that are second chance friendly.
I mean, okay, well, does it give the county anything for like,
Now that I can't answer, I don't want to answer incorrectly, but as far as the business itself, federal tax, the tax credit for hiring that individual, as well as reimbursement for wages, at least 50%, if not more.
Okay.
So, yes, but again, we would love to have you all, and if you don't want to participate in the interview process and things, just to observe it and see the interaction. These men and women put a lot of effort forth, and they build resumes during this, and they're prepared to answer questions, hard questions, just like they would. This is an interview process, just like them going out on their own. It's just in a little different environment, but they're still ready. They're asked the same questions that they would be by any other employer in any other interview. So, but thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Your overtime's getting better.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm really glad to see that, and congratulations. I hope you can keep that coming down,
Yes, ma'am.
because that's been your biggest, burden.
Well, it's turnover, and it's hard to compete. We're in the process of losing. We lost one, and we're probably going to lose another one. When Robertson County, Tennessee, starting people out with no experience at $28 an hour, it's hard to compete. And when they've got experience, they're starting them out at $34+ an hour.
So you're losing.
I can't keep people. It's hard. I can't compete with that. I wish I could, but it makes it really hard. So.
Well, just keep on keeping on if you can keep from using that overtime before it's due.
Yes, ma'am.
I think when I looked at it, was it used 47% of the overtime
Which
so far?
part of it was getting all the in-service training, and that was what we went over during budget workshops. Everybody's gonna get anywhere between 52 and 58 hours if it's a year to where they only require first aid and CPR recert every 2 years. That's good through American Heart every 2 years, but they require all the other, a mandatory 24, plus recert on all the tools that we have at our disposal. So everybody's getting between 52 and 58 hours of in-service. So that took a good chunk trying to get everybody through on different days to hit all the shifts, but not affect how many we have to cover on the floor. So, it is a hurt, but it's a have to. That's part of our
And you're not
inspection
expecting
process.
that to continue
That's a
in the next few
one-time-
months? A
a
one
year.
time?
Yes, yes.
Something I read on there compared to last year's, I just wanted to, sometimes you don't get credit for anything. So, anyway, thank you.
Thank you. And y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
Normally, I don't have anything, but I do have, I'm going to throw this under elected officials. I have a personnel action request. Our Gary McDougal, our maintenance man, is leaving us, retiring, and I want to hire Curtis Burnett with 15 years of service. He has well over 15 years of experience as far as the maintenance.
Thomas, you think?
Yeah, I met Curtis. He was filling out his application. I know Curtis.
Jesse? Alrighty then, let's just look at this. Okay. So we need to make, okay. Let's see. I propose that we accept employee Curtis Burnett, hire date 10/17/25, effective date 10/17/25, base schedule LC-CU-1 at $21.11 as his salary, credited with 15 years prior service. I guess that's everything.
Effective hire date.
I just said that.
Okay, I'll make this now.
That's all right, you're usually my coach. Good coach.
I'll second it.
All righty, you seconded it.
I have a motion and a second.
I got
Roll
that
call, please.
first list of stuff.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. All right, moving on to department head reports. Let's start with, Eric, I saw you're here, I saw you brought someone with you there too, so.
No, look
little buddy. Just came in about 4 days ago, and he's the runt, so we keep him at my house until he gets big enough and strong enough we can adopt him out. He's a cute little guy.
Do you have any idea what kind of breed?
Mom is a coon hound.
Oh,
We don't
looked
know
like a
dad or
hound.
anything, yeah.
Center. We call them centers around here.
About 5 weeks. The rest of the litter is about 2 to 3 times his size, so.
Oh, they always kick the runts out.
Yeah, so he probably wouldn't have made it much longer if he didn't come into the shelter, so.
Oh,
Then we take, this is our second one about his size that we took home. He gets to sleep with me and hang out with my other dogs, and then build them up so we can adopt them out. So anyways, all right, so we'll go with our numbers real quick. September, we ended with 46 dogs. It's actually a net loss of 15 dogs for the month. We had 11 ACO pickups, 8 owner surrenders, 3 stray drop-off, 4 transferred in, and 2 trial adoptions were returned. We had a total of 21 adoptions, 0 fosters. We had 15 actually transferred out. Bowling Green helped us out pretty good. We had 2 owner pickups, and we had 5 euthanized. In that number of euthanasia, we did actually had a little bit, we had I wouldn't say an outbreak, but we had a parvo dog come in, parvo positive. With our protocol, it was contained into our intake area, but we did lose 3 dogs because of it. The 3 dogs that were infected into the intake area, there was actually 2 dogs brought in, and then another one got infected, so we had to put those down. But it was a good team effort to keep it contained and not to let it outside of our intake area, so we didn't have an outbreak per se, and we did. Everybody did a great job keeping that contained. For the year, we have 457 dogs brought in, with 459 dogs that have left the building, with 227 adoptions. Dogs at the facility to date is 56. That includes this little puppy plus his, 7 total in the litter plus mine. I'm proud to say our adoption building is up and running. It's a huge deal for everybody coming in. Now no one has to go up those stairs and try to get up the stairs. It's sometimes not the easiest. And the back way was just as tough. So we're proud of that. We're happy. If anybody wants to come see it, we'd love you to come see it. It's a great little building.
new adoption, you're calling that your adoption building?
Yep, because because now, and actually, we moved Courtney and Mandy downstairs, so they're down there full-time, so when anybody comes in, I mean, that face, you go right in there, and they'll take care of you downstairs. It's just such a great convenience. It's pretty great. We're excited. The last thing I kind of want to just talk about is some conceptions of if it's okay to drop a dog. I just want to kind of make it clear, just so everybody knows, that even if you drop a dog in a crate or anything that is left overnight and has not been contacted by us or has contacted the dispatch number, it is illegal. Whether it carries a misdemeanor all the way up to a felony charge. So, and what I like to, you hear people say, well, I'm trying to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. Okay? Doing the right thing is calling the proper authorities and the proper people. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So doing the right thing is calling us, calling dispatch, and making us aware of the situation. We'll help in every which way we can, whether that's, getting the dogs to us, and then but dropping them is not the right way.
Or throwing them over the fence.
Or that, yeah.
Illegal.
It's illegal.
Right.
You know, and like I said, it carries anything from a misdemeanor to just leaving them overnight in a crate. It's a misdemeanor charge, it's abandonment. Whether it's your dog or not your dog, you had possession of that dog, you left it in a crate overnight and abandoned it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, I just don't want any, you know, people trying to, you know, we hear that obviously on social media, you know, well, they're trying to do the right thing. The right thing is call us, and we'll try to remedy it. And just so we also make clear too, we try to help in tons of ways, right? We keep our adoptions low. I mean, we're only charging $85, and to be honest, our cost is about $80 to get these dogs fixed, vetted, and out the door. So we do charge an intake fee, right? So that helps keep the costs low. So we try to, you know, not put all the burden on the adopter. There should be some burden on the person who's trying to give up this dog because A, they haven't gotten it fixed, they haven't gotten it vetted, you know, and they haven't been a responsible owner to that dog, so we try to collect some money on that end. You know, and then we hear, well, that's why we don't bring the dogs in. That's a bogus excuse too, because if you call me and I'll work with you. You know, we're not here to make everybody's life horrible. You know, we're here for these dogs, and that's what it's all about is the dogs, right? So trying to work with people who, if you can't afford it, will work with you. I mean, if we're full, you know, we get full all the time, we're at 56 dogs. We'll help you, right? Give us pictures of the dog, we throw it on our Facebook page, and we say, hey, it's not at the shelter. And then what we do is basically, we're just the mediator of an owner-to-owner transfer. You know, so we don't even charge fees for that. So, you know, that's a way to get around it. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to do the right thing. You know, throwing a dog over the fence or leaving it in a cage at the shelter is not that way. All right, I just wanted to get that out because, you know, obviously with what's going on, and, you know, it wasn't the first time that this has happened, and, you know, we've been kind of not pushing the subject, but with this last one, it's, you know, enough's enough, so anyways, that's all I got.
Thank you, Eric.
You got it.
Well, I have to say that Eric can run. I got to witness that yesterday. He was running a dog down, man. He can do it.
Hey, we had a dog, got adopted. He's an escape artist, but she got him in the car, and then she went to open her car door, and he bolted out. And he actually made it all the way down to the bypass. Gosh. And we were kind of panicked because he was in the middle of the bypass, and so we got him turned around and running back. We got him cornered by a car, and actually I went and grabbed him, hit my head against the car. Yeah, it was a mess. But we got the dog back, and everything's good.
No gym for you for a few days.
Did Thomas start running?
I was on the other side of the bypass. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but.
I was like, what in the world is going on here? And all of a sudden I saw his shirt, and I was like, oh, that's Eric. He's chasing the
Yeah,
dog.
we got him. It was a good run for his money, though.
Did the new owner get a little worried?
Yeah, she got very worried.
Just good.
And she was so like, oh my goodness, apologetic, and like, oh, is it still okay if I adopt the dog? And I said, yeah, of course, we understand it happens. Just know that he's an escape artist, you know?
So is she gonna be facing that escape artist?
So he's good. He's never gotten out with us, but if you, in little backstory, and I'll get out of here, but he can open the gate. So we had to actually lock it because with his nose, he can open the gate and get out. So
He's smart.
Yeah, he's a smart dog, and like I said, that's why he's our escape artist. But if you make sure he has no escape routes, he's great.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Thanks.
Thanks, Eric. Let's go ahead. Pee Wee, you want to come on up? I know you got Brian with you. And Brian, you come on up too.
Sure, Brian. Thank you, Shane. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
I asked Brian to come and trying to explain to y'all a little bit about the crack seal and other things it does. It is a good thing for your roads to save them, where you don't let the blacktop is often, that way you can save your money for others. So I'll let him kind of explain what all they do.
Crack seal, huh?
Good morning. Thank you for having me today. I understand your time is valuable and I appreciate it. So I'm going to speak to you on a few different levels today. One is I'm going to take my Seal Master hat off for a couple minutes and give you a very quick background that's relevant to this. I am a former Public Works Director for a city in Indiana with 11 years experience as Public Works Director and 5 years experience as Building Commissioner and Code Enforcement Officer. So I understand the shoes that he walks in every day and what he's charged with being in the care of taxpayer dollars. So getting into road preservation is the primary reason why I'm here. So my primary objective today is to answer any questions you have, but just to very quickly present to you why road preservation is important. So why would we crack seal in the first place? Why would we even want to do it?
Water.
Water. Primary reason is in the wintertime, everybody knows that's when you get all your potholes. But why? The water goes in, then it freezes, and you have frost heave, and it pops the road up. And then your snowplows hit it. That's where the 90% of the time in this area of the country, that's where you create a pothole. So the crack seal equipment is designed to blow out the crack and fill the crack to its full depth with a rubberized material that basically vulcanizes out cold and just turns into solid rubber and is overbanded a little bit, which we've all seen on state highways and that sort of thing down here. When I crack sealed, I took over the department in 2013 and my predecessor was putting gravel in potholes. That's how bad our program was. We didn't get to crack seal until 2018. But when we started big. We started 15 pallets a year and we never looked back. And over the course of 11 years, I went from having to have about 3 semi-loads of cold mix on my yard down to 2 or 3 of the pallets of the stuff in the bags. So my potholes went completely down, all the way down. Another thing I'd like to present to you is the fact that, I'm sure you guys already know this, the challenge of dollars with paving. So this is just an average example of a small town in anywhere USA. If you've got 100 lane miles of road, and you can pave on average with your paving dollars around 3 miles of road, it's going to take you 33 years to pave every road in town once. And after about a 10 or a 12-year pavement cycle, you've got to start over again, and you're only a quarter of the way through it. So no municipality in America can outrun pavement deterioration. So that's where crack seal comes in. So we provide a product and equipment that will allow you for $3,037.50 per pallet, that is an exact number, to a municipality. You get 1 pallet of crack fill, which will do about 3 miles, and that's going to vary a little bit depending on the severity of the road. You're going to get 1 pallet of crack fill, the machine use for 1 week, and any training that's necessary by me on the front end, and then any support on during and on the back end that's needed. City of Franklin is doing a 3-pallet project right now. He called me this morning. He had an issue with the machine. We worked it out over the phone. So that's part of that support that you get for that. Every additional pallet will be the same price, $3,037.50. And all of that is free delivery and free training on the front end. If let's say you start off with a couple pallets and you get into it and you're like the city of Litchfield was a couple weeks ago, and they call me and they say, we're burning through this and we found more, we want 3 or 4 more pallets. We can do that, but then they would charge you, Sealmaster would charge you to bring that out there. With what they needed and it being on my way home, I just happened to be able to get it to them without charging them, but I can't do that every time. I am your neighbor in Warren County, so I don't live far, so I can help out with some of that stuff, but I can't always. So one thing I encourage, without trying to seem like I'm overselling, because I'm more of a teacher than a salesman, is whatever you think you might do, do it all, because if you have to get more and add to the project, they will charge you to deliver it. So whatever you think you might do, do more. I'd like to open it up to any questions that you guys might have on crack seal. I don't want, one of my main objectives here is to, when I leave, there's not 7 different opinions of what this is. I'd like to drive all this to one opinion of what it is, and then allow you the time to decide whether it's right for you or wrong for you. Are there any questions?
Are you working in Warren County too?
I cover central and western Kentucky from Frankfort to Paducah. So I spend the night in Warren County, but I'm not there very much with
What county in Indiana did you use? Because is their climate approximate to ours?
It's about 2.5 hours north of here, so it's...
Harrison County? What county?
Davies County, City of Washington, Indiana.
Yeah, okay.
18 miles east of Vincennes.
Yep, okay.
How many people does it take to run?
Similar tires.
If you are on a... so I'm going to speak to you from experience here. So we operate at a city, so I have a lot of cul-de-sacs and dead ends at a city, whereas you don't have that much on a county road. On a dead-end road or a road that you don't have to provide a lot of traffic control on, you can do it with a 3-man crew. If you're going to do it on a through road where you're going to have to deal with traffic coming and going, I would recommend a 5-man crew. That's 3 men operating truck, air, and the application, and then 2 men on each, or 1 man on each end, total of 2, to provide traffic control to the through project.
So a pallet will do approximately 3 miles of just average road. How long would it take for 3 guys to do that?
The city of Franklin went through all but 11 boxes in one day yesterday.
So how many boxes is on a pallet?
75.
All but 3 in one day? Whoa. But you said that drops once you make repairs. Usually that heavier use will not be as heavy in subsequent years.
So that another thing I want to cover today is where do we use crack fill? Where's the best place to it? When I started crack sealing, I was going out and gluing junk back together, and that's not the purpose of it. I didn't know any better. And through guidance from guys that knew more than me in other cities and just wisdom and experience, I learned and I perfected starting with my best roads and working my way backwards. So by the time I left the city of Washington to come to Sealmaster as a sales rep, we were actually doing all of our roads backwards from what you would think you'd do. So most communities would go out and they would identify their worst road and they would pave it, or they'd try to do something to prolong it and kick the can down the road, right? So what I did was, and what I would do if I was managing, Russellville's road inventory or Logan County's, is I would start with the most recent year that I paved. So let's say we've already paved in 2025 here, and I would crack seal all the construction joints, intersection seams, center line joints on 2025 pave list, and I would work my way backwards. On average, my experience has been about 10 years, but I would work my way backwards through my pave list, and I would crack seal until it didn't make sense anymore. Until we were basically at the point where if we put crack seal down on this, we're just gluing junk back together. We're not actually saving a road. So the whole purpose behind this program is to save a road that's good so you don't have to pave it as soon, and you can start to slow that process of it's going to take us 33 years to pave, and 12 years in we're going to have to start over again and we're only 25% through it. It slows that down and it prolongs a high quality road. So something that's a couple years old might have a few little cracks in it starting. If we seal those now, then we start kicking the can down the road on something that's a good quality, no alligator cracking, not a lot of potholes, and really no potholes, and work our way backwards so that we're spending $1,000 a mile to save the dollars to spend $100,000 a mile where it really counts, where you really have to pave it. That's the entire purpose behind crack fill. The only way that I would ever advise a community and what we did with our community, the only way I would ever crack fill what we would call junk is if one year we knew we had a road we wanted to pave and there was a big housing project going in and they just put in this construction entrance. Well, I wasn't about to pave it because you're about to have millions of pounds of concrete trucks and big equipment coming in. But it was falling apart. So we crack sealed that road just to hold it together while that construction project was being done. So use it like that. There are times to use it strategically on junk roads, but as a overall practice, start with your best stuff and work backwards. Anything you do, I know I talked to a few of you about chip seal before the meeting. Same thing with chip seal. Don't chip seal junk. Chip seal something that's good that you can work your way backwards and prolong that road. Because when a road gets to a point, you need to just pave it. You know, all road preservation should be done on something that you can save, not something that you need to do all this work to bring it up to snuff. You want to save it from becoming something you need to get up to snuff. That's the primary purpose of it.
So you cover a lot of territory.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have, I mean, like, I'm sure that's your business, so, but I don't know this piece of equipment that you're talking about to melt this or whatever it takes.
Yes.
You have enough of those units that can, or would they have to schedule it and wait for it, or?
That does happen from time to time. We have, so our owner, he owns the Indiana and Kentucky franchise of Sealmaster. Sealmaster's a global company, and we own Indiana and Kentucky. They're two separate businesses on paper, but we treat them internally like they're one company. So if we need one down here and there's one in Indiana, I can get that down here. Right now I have 5 out in Kentucky with communities doing that work. Tomorrow I'm going to Owen County up near Cincinnati. That's the Gallatin County is my furthest northeast, so I'm going up there to Owen County to do a presentation with them and do a similar to what we did out on that road.
Yeah, Brian brought this in, what, a month and a half, 2 months ago. And Smotherman Road, we did about 300-400 foot of Smotherman Road. So if you get a chance, go out there and look on it. It's on the Russell end of Smotherman. And I haven't been out there and looked at it since, but it looked very promising the day that we did it. He had the guys trained in a matter of 3 minutes, roughly. And so the guys seem to know got an idea now what they're doing. So I would suggest that you go out there and look at it.
So when you say guys trained, you're talking about road department guys trained?
Yes,
Okay.
our employees.
How long does it take to drive?
So it's a little bit of a long answer, but I would never do it personally. If I was in his shoes, I would never do it in August like we did the Denver. I would do it early spring and late fall for a variety of reasons. One, you're not mowing anymore, or you're not mowing yet, depending on which end you're doing it on. And you're kind of at those points of the year, you're down to reactionary work. You know, you're really only doing reactive work. You've got a lot more time. The other thing is, with these 45 and 50 degree nights, your asphalt is cooling down. If you get out there in the morning, that's going to cool out and you're going to be able to drive on it within 10 or 15 minutes. If you do it in August, you might be 45. You know, if you're trying to crack seal a 140 degree road mat because it's 95 degrees outside, it's going to take a while. But I showed them, we did it a little bit. You can spray some soapy water on it after, and it'll detack. So like if someone does end up driving on it, and they will, there's no amount of, you've probably all seen this with paving, there's no amount of traffic control that you can do. Someone's going to end up driving it. So you can spray some soapy water on it to detack it. Typically the guy, that's the end flagger, so you'd have your beginning flagger, your crew, and your end flagger. This person back here, as he drives forward, as the crack seal unit is running down the road, he's going to spray that, and he's going to be the traffic control on the one end. So this time of year, as you're going into the fall, if you decided you wanted to do some this year yet, 15 minutes you'd be able to drive on.
Wow.
All right, any more questions?
And the machine rents separate, or when you buy the product, you get the use of the machine for a period of time?
Both.
Okay.
So some municipalities do not have a line item in their budget to rent equipment. Under that circumstance, we basically hide the cost of the rental in the price of the material. So the number I gave you of $3,037.50 for one pallet for 1 week of machine, the machine is included in that material price.
Okay.
If you hired this out and a contractor came to us and wanted to do this for you, we would charge them material and rental.
So it's a package deal.
For a municipality, it's a package deal.
High's not a good word.
Yeah, we can rent equipment, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And any training that's needed is provided also.
So that $3,037.50, was that it?
Yes.
All right, Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am going to exit. I've got a 2-hour drive west to do a similar presentation in another city, so.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Next up, archives and grants. Denise has already warned me, since Nathan's not here, she's gonna take up all his time.
Not all, just a lot. Okay, so on the archive side, got a lot of announcements and reminders. First reminder is our Saturday hours are dwindling to this week and next week for this year. See you again in the spring. The first family's deadline for the project is fast approaching, December 31. It is a hard deadline, has to be in the office by then. We have to have time to get the book together so that it's ready for July 4th, 2026. The brick project for the legacy project, the SARVAR, are now available to purchase. The forms are at the archives. We are going to collect those for them and then hand the money off, let them get it to the bank.
Now, the bricks do not have to be veterans of the Revolutionary War.
They don't have to be a veteran at all for the bricks.
I think there's been some confusion about that. You might want
So
to.
the bricks for the plaza can be for your church, your group, your family, your veteran of any era. They don't even have to be from here. Whatever, whomever you would like to put on the brick. It's just a way of showing your support for this project. Any other questions on that?
There's no deadline for that.
Not yet, but as long as there are bricks available, you can still purchase. I know that once the plaza is approved and the floor goes in, the engraving company, if we go with the ones that we've talked to, they have a way to pull a brick out, put a holder in place, take the brick, engrave it, and then bring it back and put it back in place. So as long as there's blank bricks, they're available.
Did you say there was a form or something?
There is a form,
Okay.
because we have to turn, we have to compile all the information. So we've got them down at the office.
How much are they?
So the 4x8s are $50 and the 8x8s are $55.
50 and 55. Okay.
Anything else on that one?
No.
Okay. We are participating in Logan County High School's EDGE program with their sophomores and their juniors. We had 2 juniors in the office yesterday morning. We get 2 more tomorrow afternoon. We also get some sophomores Wednesday morning. We're doing this for the next 6 weeks, not the next 6 weeks, but we get 3 weeks in October, November for the juniors, and then 3 weeks, October, November, December for the sophomores. So if you come to the office on Wednesday morning or afternoon and Monday morning, just be prepared. There could be kids in the office. They are going to be volunteering, getting to know what it's like a day in the life of an archivist. We had a lot of fun yesterday. The girls that we had, they helped us work on our Civil War pensions, get those to begin processing, and then we showed them what it was like to help somebody research or to be a researcher to get that. And one of the ladies was really excited to find out that by pure coincidence, her middle name, her mom's middle name, and her grandmother's middle name in that order is the same, but she found out that her dad's mom's middle name is also the same. She had no idea. So she thought that was pretty cool. We are expanding our military service project to include all eras from the American Revolution to the present. We are building information on those that served our country. We're concentrating on those that have passed. We don't want to get into privacy issues. If the veteran themselves give permission to be included, we will take their information. You can contact the office for more information on that. Another thing that we're doing down at the office to help the DAR and the SAR is we are collecting flags, American flags that are at the point they need to be properly retired. We're going to be doing this for quite some time. At some point next year, the two groups are going to get together and hold a public retirement ceremony so that people can see what it takes and what it means to properly retire flags.
And from what I understand, people can bring their flags to be retired to this?
Yes.
That's what I thought, okay.
Or you can just bring them to us.
You're not supposed to burn them personally.
You're not supposed to.
People don't know that.
You're not supposed to throw them away.
And they're definitely not supposed to go in the garbage,
No.
but people just don't know that.
Exactly. So we're going to help with that as part of the America 250 celebration. Any questions on archives activities?
Oh, great.
All right, grants. To date, we have submitted a total of $94,136 in requests. Responses should be flowing in starting some point in December for most of them. I do have 3 requests today to submit, grants. The first one is ASPCA National Shelter Grant Initiative. It is due this week. We are 99% ready to get that one in. It is to fund a transport van.
So on those requests, what, I mean, do we need to just acknowledge them?
Are they acknowledging, or do you guys have to vote to give us permission?
Is there more of an acknowledgement?
Is there a match?
Yeah, that's the other thing. How much of the match is it?
Oh, okay, so it's 100%,
Just
whatever you
acknowledge.
get. Okay.
Okay.
So if the grant's there, amen.
So moved.
So moved, second, yes, that's good.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Boland.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
I don't have the number for the quote in my head, but I'll let you know. I'll put that in the spreadsheet once I get back to my email. The second request is one from Emma Loves Dogs. It's a foundation.
Really?
Little girl, her parents set up a foundation. This one is a rolling deadline, but we can get it together pretty quick. So the rolling deadlines are you submit it, they review them, and then give you an answer at their leisure.
What is it?
Emma Loves Dogs.
Yep.
And so the funding is going to be for kennel repair.
Kennel repair.
Yeah, you need that.
Yes. So acknowledged.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Boland.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
So the third one is the Folk H. Peterson Foundation, funding for food. The deadline on this one is October 31.
Match.
Nope. Food match. All of these are outright grants.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Boland.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
All right, so we've got 3 more on the radar for the shelter for various things from senior pet adoptions to supplies for, doggy day out, office visit kind of thing. And toys and enrichment activities for the shelter dogs. Those are also rolling deadlines. When we're closer, we'll bring those in. I also have one that Stacy is looking at. She's waiting on additional information before we spend any time on it. We may not have to submit that one at all. So she's watching that and waiting. And the final thing that I have is I feel it's only proper that I let you know that Rebecca Hallmeyer, who is our regional representative for the Kentucky Department of Library and Archives, recommended me to the KDLA Local Records Advisory Group to review grants as they come in quarterly. During the cycles, she thought that it was important to have a archivist at the local level on that group, and first meeting is in November. So anything that comes into KDLA from Logan County, I will not be able to give an opinion on simply because of conflict. So
I need to get you a hat for all your, and that day that you're working on that, put your hat on.
Right.
So that you can take a picture. Today I'm doing this.
Great.
Okay, that's great. No, that's
Thank
great.
you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Denise.
Ginger, we spoke, you don't have anything for us? All right, I think I've got,
Beauty here.
I think I've got everyone, so let's move on to the judge's announcements. I'll run through these real quick. October 14th, Spray and 80, pet distribution, 210 East 4th Street, Russellville, 4 p.m. October 18th, Russellville Fire Department Annual Corneth and Substation Fundraiser, 5 p.m. chili dogs and drinks, contributions accepted. This will be at the substation, 5568 Highway 100. October 25th, Logan County's free dump day at 55 Pleasant View Drive in Auburn for Logan County residents. Also the 25th is Logan County Solid Waste Household Hazard Waste Collection Event, 9 to 12 at the Logan County Recycling Center, 1230 Morgantown Road, $5 fee on hazardous waste and $10 for TVs. Also the 25th, Logan County Clerk's Office will be open from 9:30 to noon. If you have a sheet and it says CPVA, you must do that by Friday before that Saturday. The last thing for October 25th is the Auburn Halloween Parade, 6 p.m. downtown Auburn. The big parade actually begins at 6:15, sorry. For prizes, they're giving away a $200 cash prize. Also, it brought to my attention that the Logan County Good Samaritans is teaching a 6-week class designed to help individuals be better managers of their money and how to get ahead of bills, including budgeting, spending, borrowing, banking, saving, and taxes. I think that starts tonight at 5:30. Anyone interested, please call 270-725-9002. Rolling on to reports. I don't think we have any reports as of right now. So, citizens' participation, if anyone wants to speak of the tens of hundreds of thousands in attendance today. If not, let's go to old business. Item number 1, discuss the invoice from MCO Truck and Track Pros for the salt spreader approved for purchase on September the 9th, 2025 fiscal court meeting in regards to shipping costs. I think there was additional shipping costs. Is that right, Amanda?
Yes.
There was additional shipping cost to get that unit here.
$40?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Do I just need to amend my motion or make a new motion?
Or we could just make a motion to approve
To approve the
for
shipping cost.
$40 and be done.
I'll make a motion to approve the shipping and handling charges on the salt dog spreader, $40.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Goodwin,
Yes.
Boca,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Boland,
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. All right, moving on to new business. Approve the agreement with Commonwealth of Kentucky Department of Agriculture for spay and neuter grant in the amount of $2,000 retroactive to October 1, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. Approve the illegal dump cleanup grant program application, the amount of $17,156.32 with a county match amount of $4,289.08.
Does Nathan have a line item in his budget for stuff like this?
He does.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I need to make a comment here. Our county was very well represented at that. It was a solid waste materials management, and it was about illegal dumping. That was last week in Bowling Green. And it was run by the University of Kentucky, and I was very proud. Logan County had several good people there from up here at our transfer stations, Scott Waste, and that even his boss. And Logan County looked very good in that, and I was proud of us. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that was wonderful. And it was about this, and getting grants, and here we've already got one coming in.
We're trying our best to keep this place clean.
Well, it was well represented, and this was from our whole region, including Warren County.
Great.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
What vicinity is this dump in? Where is this at?
It's in South Union.
84 South Union Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, you can see it from the road. You just look to the right, but it looks so much better, you barely realize that's what it is.
Right. And there's still lots left to do.
Yep, looks tons better.
All right, with that being said, any more discussion?
Nope, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
Roll
in a
call.
hurry.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. Item number 4, approve the ARPA, local fiscal recovery fund expenditure approval for payroll rule in the amount of $283,347.44. Amanda had mentioned that, and what'd you say was like, there's like 105?
107, 603,
Okay,
71.
I knew, I was rounding down.
Wow.
So there's not a whole lot.
I wrote it down.
Second.
I have a
That was
motion.
great.
You can find a home for that.
I love it when you guys are ready like that. That was great. Okay.
No more discussion?
No.
Roll call, please.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. All right, before we go into post agenda, we are going to go into executive session, reference KRS 618101C, discussions of proposed or pending litigation.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. At this time, we Okay, thank you for your patience. We've returned from closed session due to ongoing litigation. We have taken no action. Mr. Toomey, do you have some things you'd like to say, though, before we move on?
As some of you are already aware, and some of you were not, we had an incident that has been turned over to the state police in reference to a missing bonds. That is an ongoing investigation. I don't want him to get into any detail. However, I just do want to make sure the court's aware and the public's aware. Nobody's trying to hide that fact, but it is ongoing. But all the information and data that we have has been turned over to authorities to locate that, and if it was taken, to prosecute the individual that's responsible, or individuals. But again, it is ongoing, but I do want the court to be aware.
Thank you,
Make
John.
it public aware. Thank you, John.
Thank you. We're moving into post-agenda. For post-agenda, before I start, does anyone have any items they'd like to discuss? All right, moving on. At last meeting, we approved to purchase the phone system from, thank you, what's GeoConnects, thank you. I couldn't remember the name of the business. I was looking, I'm scanning fiercely. Initially, we were getting $118,091.31 grant given to us. Mark Goss from the 911 service, and I'd had some back and forth discussion. After we approved this, because of the money, we cut it down to try to save as much as we could. After talking to Mark, we are going to have to rebid that entire system. We have to do that. There is a chance that when we do that, we could lose that $118,000. So what I would like to ask the court for is a chance to accept the original bid. We have the money in the revenue loss fund, and it has been set aside for this. What they had cut from the original price to get it down lower was the technical support from 3-4 years to 1 year, and a mapping component to that. We were planning on adding it into next year's budget, just kind of keeping it easy. But after talking to GeoConnects or Zetron, basically that $124,000 was probably going to end up costing us closer to $150,000 in the long run. So the question is, what I would like for you to ask the court is to go ahead with the original purchase of $391,302.42, using the $118,091.31 from the grant. That would allow us to go ahead and get this, and then hopefully we'll be done with the 911 center.
So the mapping part of it, what is that mapping part that we're going to be getting? What is that going to provide?
It will, whenever the phone calls automatically come in, it'll automatically populate them on the map. We were going to rely on the map on the CAD system to try to save money, but this will automatically, it'll make it a whole lot easier to track calls and things like that.
You'll have the automatic location show up on the map versus having to ask the caller where they're at and pull it up.
Pretty crucial.
So it definitely improves public safety.
And we were trying, like I said, originally Ginger and I talked about this, and we were trying our best to see what we could save, but then after looking at everything, I don't want to take the chance of losing a $118,000 grant over trying to save some money that eventually is going to cost us more in the long run. Because when you start adding these a la carte, the price goes up. So it's my recommendation is if we can, to go ahead and purchase. We have the money, it's set aside to the revenue loss fund, to go ahead and just make the purchase of the phone system as spec as what was submitted for the grant. When we submitted the grant, when Ginger submitted the grant, and thank you for doing that, when she submitted the grant, initially, we thought when we got it, we thought we was going to be able to get most, but it was a lot lower than we anticipated, and that's why it kind of caught us off guard. And then after us talking to 911 service, Kentucky 911 service, and over this grant, they were kind of, we had to keep, or we take a chance of losing.
So, I mean, as far as the system goes, the Z-Tron, I mean, we can't even get parts for the current one we have,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So I don't want to take the gamble between now and rebidding it. I don't want to lose that time, plus I don't want to take the gamble of losing the $118,000. So
It's a $24,000 difference. It's not that big of a deal, but it is $24,000.
124.
24.
I make the motion for the judge's recommendation.
The difference between what we voted to purchase,
Right.
which was $267,143.60 versus if we had to pay it all out, is $24,000. 118 plus 125,158, which is what we're already committed to, is $243,658. So it's $24,000 difference. Now, the question is $24,000 worth the extra stuff we're
Well, that's what
getting?
he was saying.
Then I'm for it. If it's not, I'm for rebidding it. But, I mean,
Is that right?
you say the.
Well,
I think it's 100.
It's 124,000.
No, it ain't. It's $24,000. I mean, that's.
The one we voted on, the one we voted on was 200, the original bid, the bid was 260,143.
Correct, minus the $118,000 grant.
Which meant we'd be bringing 149,000 from the revenue loss fund.
Correct.
So the new system, the original price of the system is $391,302.
But I'm comparing apples to apples. If you had to buy the $267,143.60 system, which we voted to buy,
Right.
and you paid for all of it, the difference would be $24,000 difference. That's how much money we're talking difference. If you had to pay the grant, okay, and you had to pay the 125 that we had already committed to, it's approximately $24,000 difference. But now if that mapping system is worth the extra, I mean, then.
I'm not following along because.
So the total price is $391.
That was
right?
the original total price.
$391,302.42
And then we,
And we asked for, we agreed to match it
for $60,000.
for $60,000. But then when we got the grant back, we only got 118. So if you add it, of course, 118, so roughly that's 270,000.
yes.
Yes. Right, 267.
But then we went back and stripped it down from 391 to 264,
267.
267.
We
Right.
stripped it down.
We stripped it
from
down,
all
which
of it.
took away from the tech support and the mapping system all.
Yeah, so now what you're asking for is to go back to the 391, which is $124,000 over what we voted
Additional,
on the
which would be
first
coming out of the revenue loss fund, which is sitting there, and that's what we had earmarked it for us for 911 anyway.
So we're going to cover 270 of the
6,000.
390 of the 390,000 price
Correct.
tag.
Yeah, correct.
276.
We're not talking about a piece of equipment that we don't have to replace, because what we have is obsolete. And the
Absolutely.
further you go along, the harder it is to get the parts. So-
Exactly.
So. I
What
still have-
motion do you need?
I've already said it. Make a motion with the
You just
judge's
need to say-
recommendation.
Okay, second.
There we go.
Okay. Any further discussion before we go to vote?
No, I appreciate getting that email from you explaining that earlier,
Right.
because you could read it at home and then know
Yeah,
about it.
I just wanted to give the numbers out there. All right, with that being said, roll call, please.
Davenport.
Yes.
Goodwin.
Yes.
Wilcott.
Yes.
Harper.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Bolden.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes. Once again, thank you all for that. Do we need a motion for me to go ahead and sign all the contracts or anything on that also? I mean, we accepted the payment, so I assume
I think that
signing
would.
contracts, that should be okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure with you. We good?
What's implied?
Like, well, we have to
Oh,
rescind the other
funny.
motion at a later date. How do you, Or
I
does
think
this one
I
just
think this one will just
supersede this?
override that one.
Okay.
If we do, we can do it at next meeting. We'll check, but I
We
don't
can
see.
make the
any
motion
reason why we
include
wouldn't.
any rescinding if necessary.
All right, hearts and minds clear.
Motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a